Hi, it's Pamela. In this tutorial, we're going to go over a few fade transitions that you can try in Doodly.
Hey, and welcome to the official Doodly YouTube channel. If you enjoy our content, please click the like and subscribe button below. Now let's get straight to the video.
By default, Doodly swipes between scenes and has some options to change the direction of those swipes, or even erase a scene away. However, it doesn't have a fade or dissolve effect, which is what we want to tackle today. We're going to use a couple of different graphics to simulate the dissolve effect. And it's really easy. Once you know how to do this, you're going to want to do it all the time, I bet. Let's go ahead and start. So the first thing that you're going to need, of course, is a scene. So let's just make a scene. We'll just take one of these. What we want to have happen is to have this guy just fade out. And he's going to fade out to white because white is our background. So go over to props and you're going to want to upload a white rectangle if you haven't already. I have one and I'm just going to bring it over here. And see how this white rectangle makes him disappear, right? So he's gone. And what then I want to do is hit the little pencil icon and turn it to fade. But before I do, let me just show you how it's going to look if I don't do it. So let's do preview. So here's our scene. Here's the default, and it just kind of scribbles it away. And you probably noticed the hand erased him first, and that's another default thing that Doodly does. So go here to settings, because I don't want the erase, I just want a pure fade. Let's turn erase mode off. By default it's smart mode. Now it is off. And again, this is going to just show a scribbly erase. So let's just look at it. So here's our scene, and then it's going to kind of draw on that white, so it looks like it's kind of scribbling it out. And that's not the effect I want either. I just want it to dissolve away. I want it to fade away. This is where the pencil comes in, and we're going to do a fade. Okay, instead of drawing, we want fade. Save and return. And if we look at it one more time, here's our scene, and then it's slowly fading out. Then what we can do is if we have another image, we could fade it in and it kind of simulates a dissolve. So let's just find something that I have uploaded in the past. Let's say it's this German Shepherd and I want him to fade in. So I do the same thing. Fade, save and return. Timing wise, this is going to be a 6-second transition, so I want to change the timing, but let's just look at it just for fun. So we have our scene, it slowly fades out, and then it slowly fades in. And that's close, but I want to make this happen a little faster. So let's just do 1 second each, and let's see how that looks. He fades out and then he fades in. Okay, so that is kind of a simulated dissolve transition using the white background. You could also fade to black if you'd like. And how am I going to do that? Well, I do have a black rectangle. And I'm just going to bring that in. And it doesn't matter size so long as we can cover the entire scene. And once again, fade. Since I'm fading to black, I want a long slow fade, so the 3 seconds is fine. I'm going to add some time at the end of the scene just so it stays on. And of course, maybe I want a delay before that happens, so let's just give it a couple seconds before it fades. Now let's take a look. So we have our scene. We're going to do our simulated dissolve to the German Shepherd. And then we are going to fade to black. And then that's basically the end of your video. How do I get these rectangles? If you have a subscription to Doodly Cloud, then you could use Pix to create the rectangle, which is what I did here. And all it is a shape. So you just take the little shape tool, you draw a rectangle, position it, choose its color. I chose black in that case, but if you want to do white, you do white. apply, and then you export it. And then, of course, you import it into Doodly, just like you would any other object. I want to do one more transition, and this would be if you're using the Chalkboard background. So let's go here to Scene Settings, and Background Style. I want the dark Chalkboard. Now, if we preview the scene, and it fades to white, that looks dumb, right? Well, this is really interesting, and I did not know this. This black rectangle, it turned into the background of the white chalkboard. So it turned it, I don't know how it did it, but you can use the black rectangle apparently to fade to the chalkboard effect, and that's very cool. So let's get rid of this German Shepherd and this white. And I'm going to get rid of this for the moment, and we'll see if this works. So we have our scene, and we want it to fade to the chalkboard. And what I was going to do was take a screenshot of the chalkboard and bring it in. But if this black rectangle works, which it does, then by all means, that's what we're going to use. We're going to use the black rectangle to do our fade. So let's make sure this is faded. And let's preview it. So scene. Here comes our black rectangle, which is serving as the chalkboard. And that's awesome. It fades it out just perfectly. And there you have it. That's how you can create your own fades and dissolves in Doodly. I hope this gives you some ideas. Thank you for watching.